Hello and welcome to Learning Difficult DTI Themes. To begin, we will be going over decades, specifically the 1920s in this video. I've decided to focus on the fashion in the US because I feel like that's primarily what people attempt to dress as, but I will absolutely try to go more in depth on different cultural outfits throughout the decades in another video because I feel like they are incredibly significant and also incredibly beautiful. I will be very detailed in this video regarding the styles, colors, and makeup of each decade as well as a bit of the history. There are timestamps in the comments if you would like to skip through those. Also, I apologize but I will not be covering menswear because I am very burnt out just going over women's wear and there aren't many options for the male body type. Feel free to leave suggestions for menswear in the comments. I'd like to give a disclaimer that I am just a trendsetter so my outfits might not be up to snuff. I just wanted to teach you more about the history of these themes and hopefully give you a few tips. Let's get into the video. The 1920s or the Roaring Twenties. Fashion has often been used as a tool of rebellion throughout history, especially during the Harlem Renaissance. Many women cut their hair short and wore more provocative clothing to rebel against the standard portrayal of femininity in America. 1920s attire was greatly inspired by the Art Deco aesthetic which focused on prominent geometric shapes and bold colors. According to Vogue, women were dressed in cloche hats, tubular silhouettes with drop waists, and handkerchief hemlines boldly skimming shins, which were on show for the very first time. I will explain what all of these terms mean but, to begin, let's start with the iconic flapper dress. From my understanding, drop-waist dresses have a waistline closer to the hips than to the actual waist. I'm not sure how achievable this look is in DTI but this VIP dress seems to be close with the ribbon. It also meets the handkerchief hemline criteria, which is an uneven hemline. The tubular silhouette refers to the boxer dresses that they sported. This non-VIP skirt has a great boxy look and a more modest length. For a good neckline, you can use this dress in VIP. It also adds a lot of texture when layered. I layered it with the Kim K dress, the mermaid skirt, and the summer ruffle dress to achieve this look. This item in VIP has a fur toggle and a great boxy look as well. For my non-VIP girlies, this top has a good neckline and can be layered well with this skirt. Alternatively, you can use this dress for a neckline and detailing. Also, contrary to popular belief, most flapper dresses were below the knee, at least the queens were showing ankle. You can also add this skirt with toggle 5 to mimic tassels. You can use the vintage mini dress. It's different from the common flapper look we've been talking about but still pretty accurate and great for layering. Very long coats were also really in style so you can make good use of the new trench coat. I also feel like the New Year's dress has a pretty skirt toggle that could add a lot of detail. For accessories, faux fur, pearl accessories, gloves, tassels, and feathers were really in style. Back to the Vogue quote, a cloche hat is a feminine, bowler hat-esque accessory that usually has flowers or feathers. I think this is the closest approximation that DTI has, though, it's not exact. I tried to do a bit of a hat hack which involves using the bucket hat, the VIP feathers, and a headband. You can substitute the feathers with this hat for a more dramatic look. For my non-VIP girlies, you can switch out the feathers with flowers, ribbons, or any other cute accessory. You can also use a simple bandana with feathers or flowers or gemstones as this was also a pretty popular look. Or use this VIP item with the gems. Finally, the shoes tended to have a lower, square heel, maybe because they were easier to dance in. The Mary Janes are the closest to a low heel that we really have but the shape doesn't feel accurate so I recommend you just pick whatever heel you'd like. Let's talk about colors and hairstyles. Many women wore a naturally colored bob. Some women went for a short sleek look with boxy micro bangs while others went for a side-swept, more voluminous look. Here are some cute and simple hair looks you can try.
There's a guy I'd like to kill. If he doesn't stop, I will. Got a ukulele and a voice that's loud and shrill. 'Cause he lives next door to me.
Let's talk about colors and patterns. Flapper colors were bold and ranged from a dark navy, plum, all the way to a vibrant jade, blush, and red. Primary colors were also big in style and so was black. Wait, that kinda sounds like all the colors, doesn't it? Exactly right. You can feel free to experiment with color choices to your leisure because flapper fashion is all about experimenting with colors and accessories. I did find this chart that designated colors based on skin undertone, but I'm not sure how accurate it is. For patterns, I recommend you lean into the Art Deco style with patterns like these.
And it keeps me up till 3 with a ukulele and a funny melody. Crazy words, crazy tune, all that you'll ever hear.
The makeup of this era was dramatic and vibrant. Thin eyebrows, smoky eyes, and a bright red lip were all the rage. Women went for a poutier lip look, circular blush, and tended to have a few beauty marks. If you don't have custom makeup, these looks might be the closest to what you want. I'm not a big fan of the preset faces, so you might want to go for something a bit more muted. As for my custom makeup girlies, here is a face with some traits I feel are more accurate to the era.
Bo-do-de-o, bo-do-do-de-o-do, bo-do-do, sits around all night long, sing the same words to every song. Bo-do-de-o, bo-do-do-de-o-do, is the ukulele daily how he'll strum, bum bum bum, vampin' and stampin', then he hollers black bottom, crazy words, crazy tunes, he'll be driving me crazy soon. Bo-do-de-o, bo-do-do-de-o-do.
To clarify, none of the things I mentioned are hard rules. There are plenty of flapper styles out there. This was just to give you a little bit of direction. Mix and match these tips as much as you'd like. That being said, let's try to put together some 1920s outfits.
Tell me how the text-to-speech thing I was using broke before the final paragraph, and now I'm using Google Translate. This is what I got from a couple dozen Google searches, so please don't take everything I say like I'm a historian or someone with an IQ above 3. If you guys have more tips for a more accurate 1920s look, let me know in the comments down below. Also, would you like me to continue on with decades, or is there a different theme you're interested in learning about? Love you Pookies, and good luck dressing. I hope you impress.